Hey, Riddle here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're a subscriber. Today's topic is going to be a little heavy because I'm feeling really heavy today. Heavy. So, I think one of the huge burdens of being a thinker or someone who is empathic seems to be a very popular and trendy title right now, as much as I hate titles, is that when you really think and observe the world outside of yourself, and when you feel the world outside of yourself, you can never escape its pain or its pressure, no matter how good your life is. Some people may think that's depression, but I don't think it's depression, because depression is more of like when the dark veil drops over you, and it's a very physical thing and it's a very personal thing. But there's, I think, this whole new world we're going into now, this feeling of the end of the world. I've heard more people say this week, the end of the world. Educated, logical people who just gave birth saying the end of the world. And the fact is that when you're really connected, a connected, caring person, you can't disconnect from the facts and the feelings and the circumstances and the knowledge that things aren't going well. And when you feel like you have little to no power to change those things, it compounds those emotions and that distress. Because my life's great. on a micro level, on a macro level, I got more than I need. I have freedom. I'm definitely on top of the world in all the ways that a selfish person could be complete and be happy. But I can't be happy without knowing that the blue macaw is still alive and living its existence free in its natural environment. And I can't be happy knowing that our voting procedures here in the United States are bogus and come down to one person now who has the right to make the decision for entire states, our entire population. And I cannot feel happy or comfortable, no matter how much I have, knowing that there's people in power in one of the greatest, most fake democracies in the world that are reversing all the progress that we've made the last several decades in regards to human rights, environmental laws, and so on. So what do? I don't know. I don't have answers. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start protesting and getting involved again. Because I can. Because when most people have to work and survive, I can take the time to do that for not just myself and for the issues, but for you too. So that always has empowered me over the years. I never regretted protesting, being that physical entity out there with a sign and exercising that American right before it's taken away from me, because they're working on that too. My friends, don't be fooled. We're not a democracy anymore. Maybe we never were. There's so much happening right now, and it's pretty dismal. That's all I got for right now. Just wanted to share that with you, that It's okay not to be happy, 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 because that's like being mentally medicated. How can you be happy, happy, happy if it's not true? If it's designed just to placate you or other people emotionally. I mean, isn't that how we got in this mess to begin with? Haven't we all been watching a lot of TV and drinking a lot of beer and doing a lot of other things to distract ourselves so we never had to take responsibility for the future, for other people's futures, for other species' futures? Yep. We got in this mess. So now, what are we going to do to reverse it? What is it going to take? I have a theory. I have this theory about the Endies. And I was just reading this article about a singer, and she came out with a song that she considers a protest song, Lana Del Rey, and her new album, I guess, has another protest song on it, and it's a very graceful protest song, very poetic. But so as we see more of our culture developing, very similar to the 60s and 70s with this hippie culture, people getting into quality food again and growing out their own stuff and being concerned with the environment and being concerned with more social justice and equality. The thing is, the hippies, they had an entire economy, an entire environment, an entire to go back to, so they could become boomers. You know, they could forget about all their ideals and pile their excess high on their plates and hand some of that to their children. But the thing with this new generation, as Lana Del Rey pointed out in an interview, is, you know, what it's going to take to make these changes. Can it be done peacefully? Can it done peacefully? Was the birth of this country obtained peacefully? Are the people in power right now who are taking away our rights and instigating reversals and negative change, are they doing that peaceably? Or is it going to take violence of some sort, or some kind of huge sacrifice or hard push in order to wrestle this earth from fools? Wrestle this earth from fools. And this new generation, I am labeling, I am giving you a title. You are the Endies. The Endies are the end of the world people, the end of the world children, who will have the knowledge, the technology, and nothing to lose. And you will have to do whatever is necessary to reclaim your rights, your freedoms, and your planet. So step up, kids. I'm behind you, always have been. Don't have kids of my own, never expect to. Always recycled, always grew my own food, always protested for not just my rights, but other people's rights. Do the right thing. And if you're retired, if you have extra time, if there's an issue that comes up that's not related to you, maybe it's about a friend, a family member, you say you like nature. Have you seen the laws that are being passed now that are going to turn these protected places we'll probably never see in Alaska or wherever, into just another place to be destroyed and exploited for an industry that has no future? It's an industry that has no future. So what's the purpose of fucking up what little is untouched that's left in this world, let alone what's untouched and perfect in our country? You know, we're so quick to point to the Amazon, how they're burning down their rainforests for beef. Well, actually, it's for more than beef. It's for soybean and for peanuts too. So you don't have a cleared conscience if you're a vegetarian. Sorry. But fly over America. Do you see how many millions and millions and millions of acres we mowed down to be that industrial superpower? We ripped our own lungs out. So how can we judge the Brazilians? You know, when do we start planting our own trees? When do we start reclaiming our own forests here in the United States? It's not about blame, because blame's easy. We usually blame because when we blame, we don't have to take responsibility for anything. So, you know, why is it when you see protests and people giving a movement a voice that you only see college kids or extreme people? Why is that? Why aren't you taking responsibility? Why aren't you, if you've decided to bring life onto this planet, doing everything necessary to reverse the damages that have been done and to put laws in place to protect the future of your children and grandchildren? Why is that some college kid, some environmentalist, someone with no children's, why is it their responsibility? It's your responsibility. It's my responsibility. So, think about that. Comment about that. Okay. Thanks for giving me this much of your time. I'm going to be dedicating more of this channel to issues and things that are happening right under our noses that people are missing. They're missing it because they keep us so damn busy, enslaved. They keep us enslaved so we purposely feel like, or actually don't have the time, the power to do anything about it, as they're in the middle of the night signing bills into law that take more and more of our quality of life away and destroy more of our future. So that's it. Please hit the like button if this resonates with you at all, and please subscribe, it helps. And please share this video if you're interested in becoming part of something that I not only want to give a voice to, but I'm going to start really digging hard at action, action, action. Everybody knows this is no longer the information age, it's the action age. The action age. It's the age of Aquarius. Okay, take care of yourselves and take care of each other, because I feel honestly how we treat each other on the streets is our ultimate reality. And I am consistently disappointed when I go out there in the world just trying to be kind and communicate with my fellow human beings, how frightened and shut down and toxic people are anymore. It's another thing that just really gets to me more than I wish I allowed it to. Okay, bye for now.